Shout out to my man Sean, Mr. Big O from the In the Black podcast. He asked everybody on his page, what do you think Cersei was playing? What was on her soundtrack when she got on Drogon and was just lighting up King's Landing? Like, what do you envision her listening to? What was she playing? What do you think?
I just told you, Rock the Bells.
Oh, okay, all right, that's what you think. Okay, I think she was playing this.
I won't deny it. I'm a straight
rider. You don't want to fuck with me. Yeah, she could have been banging that. I could definitely hear her banging that, man. I mean, Cersei's still looking out the window, and all of a sudden a rock hits and it breaks her wine chalice.
Cersei's just looking out of the window.
I knew when her wine chalice broke, like she couldn't have a sip. Now it's about to be a problem because usually she likes to sip a little wine and watch things go down. Now, the UFC undercard fight, which airs free on Fox, it's starting to happen. It's Jamie versus Euron on the beach, and it's typically a fight nobody wants to see.
Nobody wants to see. This was like what they call the undercard.
Definitely the undercard. But, both fighters have been cuckolded by Cersei, so they decide to fight instead of going on Maury and finding out. They just decide to fight. And I thought the Golden Lion double pimp slap might end the fight, but it doesn't. And this fight went on too long. This is the one part of this episode you could have totally cut out.
Yep. The fight was horrible.
The fight was horrible. Euron is just annoying. I'm going to kill the Kingslayer and they'll sing song. Shut the fuck up. And where did he come from? He's swimming and shit. Drogon should have burnt his ass up. How did he get there? What is dead may never die. Please die. Please die. Drogon and Dany are still catching wreck, and they take aim at the Red Keep, knocking down towers like they're the Taliban.
Mm-hmm.
Gargamel's like, it's not safe here, my queen. Smurfette has a dragon. Gargamel's been like, let's go to Maegor's Holdfast. It may be safer. And Maegor was the little brother. I know a lot of people want to talk about that prophecy that's not part of the show, but Maegor was the little brother of Aeneas. So Maegor's Holdfast may be safer. I thought it was dope that the Mad King's wildfire was blowing up because Dany was blowing up everything. And I know the Mad King was like, that's my little girl, all the way from the Seven Hells. He was like, yeah, do it. Burn this shit up, girl. They stole everything from us. Burn this shit up. That's my daughter. Because that's how it feels. But you know what, Dino? This whole thing is Ned Stark's fault.
Yeah.
Robert Baratheon told him to kill Daenerys in season 1.
Oh, well, yeah, he did.
And remember, Ned was like, I'm not killing her kids and blah, blah, blah. I mean, yeah, she's young, but look what not killing her did.
Yeah.
Arya and the Hound are still making their way to Cersei, and the Hound tells Arya to leave. You don't want to live your life for revenge.
Yeah.
Which was a kind of touching moment. Her foster daddy's like, hey, don't be like me.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here. And Arya decides to leave. And she says, Sandor, thanks, which is the first time she said his name.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Daenerys is going old school with the 80s. She's banging the talking heads on my burning down the house. Dun, dun. She's fucking up the Red Keep. She's just circling it, knocking shit down. Just knocking shit down. I bet you Drogon was like, man, this is great. This is fun. This is the most fun I had in a long time. I mean, Daenerys, damn, eat a Snickers. You are going crazy.
Yeah.
But she always had crazy white girl eyes like Kellyanne Conway. So I'm not surprised. Cersei finally decides to try to leave, but they're met on the steps by the Hound.
Yeah.
And the Hound runs through her Queen's Guard like Palpatine did the Jedi Masters in Revenge of the Sith. Like, it was nothing.
Yes.
Bang, bang, bang. And now it's time for the main event at the UFC, the Ultimate Feuding Championship. It's time for the main event.
The
Hound and the Mountain. Of course, Gargamel, obey your queen. And this fool gets tossed like a salad at Whole Foods when they put the little bit of salad dressing in there and they shake it.
That was crazy to me because he's the Mountain has always been obedient to Gargamel. Like, ever since he brought him back from basically the dead, he's always been very obedient to him, and he just killed him just because he was in his way. basically.
Some shit is deep, man. Some shit is deep. This is deep. The Hound shouldn't have fucked with his toy when that's why he burnt him, and he don't. Some shit is deep. This is Cersei's best scene the whole episode.
It sure was. Yep.
She looked at the Hound in the mountain and she said, I left some biscuits in the oven. I'm gonna go ahead and go check on them.
She was like, this looks like some family business. So I'm just gonna go ahead and scooch on by here and leave y'all to handle y'all family business.
She tiptoed by real smooth. That was real. She was like, "Shit, I ain't got nothing to do with this."
Yeah.
Now you talk about how you didn't like the direction. I thought this scene with the Hound and the mountain on those steps with the roof gone and Drogon flying over. I thought, man, this is such a great scene.
No, that was good. Like I said, it was those. It wasn't a whole lot of them, but it was those slow motion moments is what I really didn't like. There wasn't a lot of them, but the ones that they had, they stood out, and I really didn't like them a lot. I did not like them.
Okay.
But everything else was okay.
The Mountain doesn't even use his sword in the first round. I mean, the Hound is, giving him everything he's got. And he doesn't even, he just kind of goes left, kind of goes right. He absorbs everything. And then he takes his helmet off. And I'm wondering, is that Anakin or King Kong Bundy? Like, who is that?
I thought it was Uncle Fester.
Yeah, it looked like Varys a little bit. I was like, well, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
So who is that really the Mountain?
Uncle Varys on meth.
Uncle Varys on meth. Meanwhile, Cersei's belief in her home is crumbling around her. I'm still wondering, is this your plan? This was your plan. Now, did you notice the map on that ground that shows Westeros? It's cracked where the north begins when she's standing on it.
No, I did not notice that.
Yeah, next time you watch it's cracked right where the north begins. And I'm thinking, is that a message? Maybe I'm thinking too deeply.
Oh, no.
But Jamie gets his fix and finds his twin. I mean, that Cersei got him strung out.
Yeah.
And Jamie finds her. And the happiness of Cersei brought Jamie's hand back somehow. I noticed that. First Starbucks, now Jamie's hand just comes back, I guess.
What? What are you talking about?
You'll see. His golden hand is gone. His hand is there.
Oh, okay.
Watch it again. When he hugs Cersei, his hand is there. When he finds her, that's that good shit. That's that real good box. Mountain won't die. The Mountain will not die.
Will not die.
Police shooting, swords, cancer. Nothing works.
No.
He's just taking it, and and I'm a big wrestling fan, and it reminds me of Mankind versus the Undertaker. Hell in a Cell, all over again. Arya's trying to escape, and she's in the streets witnessing the shock and awe of Drogon's playoff performance, because Drogon is out there putting in a 40-point game. 40 points, 30 rebounds. He got about 10 assists.
Yeah, man.
I mean, the citizens of King Landing are running like it's a Black Friday sale at the Crown Lands Walmart. I mean, they're in there trying to they're running like crazy.
Yep.
The Hound is still fighting, and he just decides, fuck this. I'm going to spear this fool and skydive into the flames. That's the only way I can win. So shout out to the Hound for facing his fear. I know he hates fire, scared of fire, but rip to Sandor Clegane, the Prince of Poultry. I hope you got a bucket of chicken in the afterlife and you got your revenge.
Yeah, man.
I hope he gets to eat every fucking chicken in hell. I hope wherever he is, y'all eat every fucking chicken in here. I hope he gets Raising Cane. Hope he gets KFC. I hope he gets Chick-fil-A. I hope they got everything he could want. Jon is still in the streets in denial, and he puts his sword away, and he's still trying to get his people to stop. He's like, fall back. And I think Jon had that moment where you realize your ex-girlfriend is crazy as fuck. You know that moment, she told you she was crazy, and you're like, yeah, I know you're crazy, girl. You crazy, girl. But I think he realized, like, man, she's really crazy. And the cool thing is, if you watch this episode, all you see is Drogon flying by, burning shit up. Everybody's running, and every few seconds he flies by. He's just burning shit up. I mean, Drogon doesn't care. I mean, the only thing the bells did in this episode was hit Arya, because it fell on her head. And you're ding. And I'm thinking, damn, at this point, Arya has concussions like an NFL player. She ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna let her play next season. She's gonna have to go through that concussion protocol.
Yeah.
And the asbestos may kill her in a few years anyway. So, she looked kind of she might get that radiation. They had asbestos in my elementary school. I remember when they took it all out.
Yeah, Chernobyl.
I mean, Renly warned about rolling back, the rolling back building regulations and building codes in King's Landing. I mean, sprinklers could have saved a lot of lives. Nobody wanted to listen to Renly. Cersei's trapped, and she's like, I don't want to die. She's scared now. Like I said, this whole episode, that could not have been your plan. This is what I'm thinking about Cersei. You heard about the dragon when she hadn't even come to Westeros. Then when she comes to Westeros, you see one of the dragons when y'all meet. She flies in to the dragon pit with one of the dragons. So,
but she told you what her logic was, man. It was flawed. It was just hubris. She's like, Euron killed one of them. He can kill the last one.
Then she tells you to surrender or I'm going to fuck everybody up, and you cut off her best friend's head. This could not have been your plan. It
was her plan. And she had no plan B because she was so prideful. She just did not think that she was going to lose. She really didn't think she was going to lose.
Yeah, like she really didn't think the dragon through. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe she just had to be in denial. Maybe she thought the dragon didn't breathe fire or something.
Well, no. What happened was, I'm telling you, it's all because they got Rhaegar so easy because he was still kind of recovering from his battle with the White Walkers. And they didn't rest up like Sansa suggested, like probably the smartest suggestion Sansa had,
I mean, why you always hating on Sansa? Man?
No, I'm giving her credit. It's like one of her best suggestions.
About time.
And she decided that she didn't want to listen to her, so he wasn't in full strength, and they caught him slipping. They caught him slipping pretty easily. And so they was like, oh, well, these dragons ain't that big of a deal with these Gargamel machines. We'll take them out.
Well, Drogon is not Rhaegar.
I know.
Drogon, yeah, like that's called Drago. He's a different animal.
Yeah, he is.
Jaime and Cersei get trapped in the cave like Red and Boober on Fraggle Rock. You don't remember that?
I do remember Fraggle Rock on HBO.
You remember when Red and Boober got stuck in there and they thought like, oh, we're not gonna get out. We're not gonna get out. Cersei and Jaime like nothing matters but us. And they're singing Lauryn Hill, and the roof falls on them. The Lannisters get Casterly Rock.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. Another thing about this episode, I did not like that death. I did not like
born together, died together.
Yes,
from
yes,
the cradle
yes. I
to
get
the
it.
grave.
I get it. But nobody liked that death, and I'm one of them. I did not like it. That was not a good
Everybody
death.
wanted Cersei to get beheaded or something.
Yeah, I mean, every other villain in the show got a gruesome death that they deserved, whatever. Why is she the only one get to go out by a fucking avalanche? That's crazy.
Well, I don't think getting hit with a bunch of rocks and dying under a bunch of rocks, probably suffocating for a few hours, I don't think that's a nice death. That's a pretty bad death.
No, it's not like Ramsay getting ate by his own dogs kind of death. Joffrey getting poisoned. I wanted a Joffrey death. Remember that look on Joffrey's face when he was dying? That was great.
You wanted a Joffrey death. You wanted some pain and suffering, huh?
I wanted to see it, and not just her to go through it. Like you said, okay, she suffered in that, but I didn't get to see it. I didn't get to see the look on her face when she knew life was leaving her. And I wanted the life to leave her at the hands of someone else, somebody who she's fucked over, like one of her brothers or Daenerys or Arya or Sansa, anybody. Maybe next episode, Dino. Maybe they'll show her and her leg will be broken and she'll be paralyzed and she'll be gasping for air. Maybe they'll give you that satisfaction. That won't do it. That's not.
That won't do it.
No. if she's laying there like that and Arya comes by and cuts her throat, then that'll do it. Yeah.
Okay. That'll do it.
That'll do it.
Well, check this out. Remember, Tywin died on the Father's Day episode.
Yes, and then Cersei died on Mother's Day. Yeah.
Cersei died on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Now your boy Tormund is headed back to Winterfell as soon as he hears about Jaime's death. He's going back.
No, I don't know that. Why? Why is he?
Yeah, because he's going back for it. He's like, man, the big woman, that dude, that cock block is gone.
No, he knows that she don't like him. He's like, they don't like me up here. He knows. That's what he was talking about. He was talking about
He might
Bree.
be like, hey, I know your man's gone. And
Nah,
everything.
he ain't coming back.
Let me give you a little goat's milk. Let me try this.
Nah, he said Bree ain't